Now the next thing down, let's just go back to the dashboard so I can show you the main page. Okay, so the next thing down you're going to see is these screen options and this help tab. Now I'll just go through the help tab first. So what this is, if you click on it, it's just going to drop down. Sorry, it's going to drop down this information here. So it's just going to give you some information about the page that you're on at the time. So it's going through the navigation, the layout, the contents, what you expect to see. Then it's got the documentation with regards to the dashboard. So this is the for the developers, I guess, and the support forums where you can go and log a question and get some help from people. So that's that particular tab there. We do have the screen options then. I'll just go through that in a moment. The reason being is that we've got all these little boxes here that appear on the front screen of our site when we log in. Now these are just little like meta boxes. They're little boxes of content, and there's a few things that we can do. Now the reason why I've going to talk about the screen options now rather than just before is because you can actually select what appears on this dashboard here. So I've got the DIY themes, incoming links, I've then got the comments and the right now. So if you actually now click on that screen options, you'll get a drop down here where you can select what you want to see and what you don't want to see. So if I don't want to see the DIY themes, I just unclick that, and say if I wanted to see, I don't know, the quick press, I could then add that in. So you notice it's just popped up there, and you just then click on that. You don't need to press a save or anything, and that'll just add everything for you. So you notice now that the DIY themes is now gone. Now the other thing we can do with this is, you see this little hand suddenly appear. We can actually maneuver where we have these boxes appear. So if I don't want the quick press to appear just there, I want it to appear there, all I do is I wait for the hand to appear, press on the left click and hold it down, and I just drag it so I can move it there. Now you might have just seen a very quick little configure pop up as well. So let's have a look at that. Let's see if I've got one. So there's a little configure button there. So let's configure. And this will give us some options on what we want to appear. And for the recent comments, it'll ask us how many comments we want to show. So let's save that to 5, submit. So that'll save it for us and refresh the page. So you now see we've got 5 comments appearing there. Okay. The other thing we can also do is we can click this little arrow, which will hide the information. So we can do that as well, so we can make it nice and clean. So if you don't want other particular items showing, then you certainly don't need to have them showing, and we can just say leave that one open. So when you actually leave the WordPress screen, when you go to log out, it'll save these options for you. So when you log in the next time, all you're going to be presented is with this particular screen. Okay. Now down the bottom, obviously we've got a link there going back to wordpress.org, and we've also got what version of WordPress we have currently installed. So that is it for the dashboard, and in the next tutorial I'll go through very briefly what all these little options are, but I'm not going to go through them now. So I will see you in the next video. Okay, see you later. Bye.